Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Dev. So today is a blood moon and we're currently in Mercury Retrograde, and I got a bunch of requests to do a video over retrograde and the blood moon. So I thought, since today the blood moon is happening, I'm going to talk about those two things, and yeah, let's get into some real witchy shit. So personally, I'm not that into astrology. Like, obviously I like it because I have a Cancer necklace on right now, but I just thought it was cute, and I'm obviously Cancer, but I think that basically any of the signs, like personality traits, can apply to anyone. Like, Cancers are known for being sensitive and caring and emotional, and I don't think I am sensitive or emotional. But, I mean, maybe other Cancers are, but I personally don't think I am. But I just think every character trait that each sign gets can be applied to anyone. So that's why I don't personally like them or take them seriously. But I think Mercury retrograde is definitely real, and I think that more people should know about it. But it's about to be a lot of information that I'm talking about, so just bear with me, and I'm sorry about my camera quality again. But basically, Mercury retrograde is, okay, so let me just talk about the planets for a second. Mercury is the first planet, it's the closest planet to the sun, and we are not the first planet. We are the third, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about the planets. But basically, when Mercury is in retrograde, it basically looks like it stops and then goes backwards. But that's just an illusion. It doesn't really do that. It's just a giant illusion, and it just stops at orbit. It just stops in orbit, but to our eyes, it looks like it's moving backwards. Like, imagine the first person that saw Mercury in retrograde, like one of the cavemen, and they saw like this star basically in the sky and just stopping and going backwards. I would have been like, what is going on? But basically, a bunch of people believe that when Mercury's in retrograde, like, bad things are gonna happen to you, and like, not to make any big decisions or anything, but everyone thinks like it's negative, like it's a bad thing, which is not. It's probably not gonna affect your life at all, but if it does, just don't make any big decisions or any of that. But basically, people fear that there will be problems occurring through pure communication, things going wrong, and like, not to do anything major. But now we've learned more about Mercury retrograde, and basically you just gotta keep a skeptical mind about it. Like, there's this thing called the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what it is. And it's basically that Mercury retrograde is a prime example of society being affected by cognitive dissonance. Basically, we throw away facts and believe what we want to believe. So, like, if someone was like, yeah, bad things are happening to me during Mercury retrograde, we'd be like, oh shit, bad things are gonna happen to me. Like, then we just start looking at like anything that'll go wrong in our life. Like, we'll just nitpick all the problems that go wrong. Like, if Starbucks gets your order wrong, you're like, fuck, Mercury retrograde got me. Like, no, that's not what's happening. It's just a mistake. So basically, there's another thing that has to do with Mercury retrograde, and it's called the frequency illusion. And it's basically like, if you were told bad things, it's like what I just talked about. If you were told bad things are gonna happen, you're gonna start thinking bad things are happening. Like, someone tweeted about retrograde, and they're like, I'm having all these weird dreams, like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, I'm in Mercury retrograde, that's why I'm having weird dreams. But then other people are like, oh, I am too, like, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But they're probably not even having any abnormal dreams. It's like the illusion that you are because someone said you are. But basically, we manifest our own reality. Like, we decide what's gonna happen for us. So basically, the whole thing to take out of this retrograde thing, I mean, this is what I personally have researched and found out. I didn't go into, like, the science and all that, but this is what a lot of people are thinking about it right now, and I just thought that that's what I would talk about. But basically, if you decide that the retrograde's bad and bad things are gonna happen to you, bad things are gonna fucking happen to you, because it's a mindset, basically. Like, if you're like, oh, it's just another day, like, let me just go do my shit, you're fine. Like, I know that the stars and the planets and all that affect us, but basically, you let it affect you the way you want it to. That's what I'm getting from this. I personally have had weird dreams, but I'm on medicine and all this stuff, so I think that's what affects my dreams. I'm not that type of person to be like, oh, fucking retrograde, like, damn it, y'all got me. No, I just think it's something that people want to believe that is affecting their life when it's really not. But anyways, so a blood moon is happening tonight. I believe it's one of the longest. A bunch of crazy pastors and, like, crazy fucking people are saying it's the end time. Personally, I'm not religious. I don't judge people that are. It's just me. It's not my place to talk about it. I used to be religious, but I'm just decided that it's not for me, and I'm living my life how I want to live it, basically. But a bunch of people are saying that because of this blood moon, Jesus is coming. Now, I'm going to pull up the facts for people that are into the Bible. You probably already know this verse, but if you're not like me, that you don't have all the verses on file in your brain, then I'll just read it to you. Basically, Acts 2:20 says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. Now, like, this sounds believable. Like, this is in the Bible. Like, if you're religious, you'd be like, oh shit, it's happening. But to tell you why this is so crazy to think about and why these people that are talking about the Lord coming is fucking crazy, let me just tell you that this has happened many times before. And did the Lord come? No. Did the world end? No. Basically, there's this crazy pastor, I'm not going to say his name just for purposes of me not wanting to get in trouble, but he's been making video after video after video saying that an apocalypse is coming, that the end of our time is coming because of a fucking moon. No! Like, no! That was just my rant, basically. Basically, a bunch of people are connecting the blood moon to a prophecy in the Bible, which I just told you, Acts 2:20. But I'm just going to explain what the blood moon is and not really go into all the crazy people that are trying to ruin the blood moon for us. I love blood moons and any eclipse or anything. I just think it's so cool. Like, I got my ring going of the moon and the stars. Like, I just think it's cool. But a bunch of people are thinking it's the end of the world and we should prepare for our apocalypse and all this shit. And I'm just like, nah, we're gonna sit and watch the moon for an hour or however long it is. Mother, I am filming. Anyways, so basically, the blood moon is... Okay, so basically the blood moon is... It happens between two partial eclipses. And tonight we're going to have an eclipse. And basically, it's where the sun is covered. So you can't see the sun. So it makes the moon red. So that's freaking cool. And it's just the world being cool and showing us how cool it can be. And it's not us dying or the Lord coming. It's just space doing its thing. And yeah, this is a pretty short video. I just wanted to talk about it. And basically, I'm not very into astrology. I'll probably do a video over astrology and like talk about it more, but basically when I was researching about it, it was just saying that it gives people hope or something like that, and like I don't know why that was so dramatic. I just think it's pretty cool to think about. Like, I think that if you want to look at your horoscope every day, then go for it. I don't. I just like being Cancer because it was just Cancer season, and I just had my birthday, so I thought it was pretty cool. My best friend's a Cancer, so yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. But my boyfriend is an Aquarius, and Cancers and Aquariuses don't go together, but we are happily married, basically. I'm just kidding, we're not married. But we have a great relationship, and I don't think that people saying the signs that don't attract are, like, I don't think that affects our relationship at all. We go together perfectly, and we have for 3 months now, and I don't think you should look up some guy's sign that you're talking to. If it says it doesn't go with your sign, you're gonna be like, I'm done with him. Like, you don't know. Like, it's just, you don't know. I think it doesn't matter. And I used to date all these Geminis, and everyone on Twitter like, Geminis fucking suck, blah blah blah. No, they don't suck. They just are a different sign than you, and yeah, I just don't think it affects it. But that's my personal belief. If you want to tell me what you think about it, and I'll listen, and I will maybe change my mind, but I'm pretty freaking stubborn. But yeah, so just so you know, the world is not ending, knock on wood. But if it is, it was in the stars, I guess. I don't know. But thank you for watching. I hope everyone watches the blood moon tonight. And if you don't, you're freaking weird because it's going to be cool. And yeah, thank you for watching.